This is Trevor Truck ASMR, and we are celebrating Halloween with, as you saw, a special Halloween trailer with pumpkins that look mildly scary. And I figured today I would talk about Halloween as a holiday and go over my thoughts and feelings. And in the meantime, there's going to be some scratching, and maybe I can come up with some other taps, some other Halloween types of triggers, because it's a special occasion, right? So, a little confession about Halloween. I've never really been a huge fan, but when I was a child, I did the whole Halloween thing, and I'm sure not all of my viewers celebrate Halloween, but the Halloween thing is basically just dressing up as some type of fictional character and then carrying a plastic basket, a lot of times shaped as a jack-o'-lantern, as a pumpkin, going around the neighborhood dressed up. And basically going door to door, knocking on those doors in the hopes that someone would answer. And after you knock, you say trick or treat. It's tradition. I can't explain why, it's just tradition. And then the people inside the house get to look at you and tell you how scary you look or whatever. And they then usually have a basket of candy, and you just reach in there and grab some, or they hand it out. And that was just Halloween. And you did that continually. It was rinse and repeat. Scratching some fabrics. It's fun. Anyway, as a child, I kind of had some anxiety over the spooky season. But really, it all came down to the night of Halloween. And I saw some creepy things like, I don't know, being seen in public wearing a ridiculous costume. You know, it's kind of like after you knock on that door and you say trick or treat. It's very ritualistic if you think about it. You knock on the door, you say this thing, you get candy, profit. But I think probably the part that I didn't like is when, all the eyes were kind of on you, like for just a second, you're kind of in the spotlight. Hoping that people don't make fun of your costume. But you know, I'm not out to make it sound all bad, okay? When I was really young, my first Halloweens, I dressed up as a pumpkin. Well, more like a jack-o'-lantern, but it was the only outfit, the only costume that I would ever want. So I wore the same thing consistently for years. I think one year I went as a football player, American football that is, and I do believe I got a dragon costume that I wore in the later stages of my Halloween history. If I dressed as anything else, I don't really remember. Back in the day, I would actually go to my grandparents' house, hang out for a little bit, and then my grandfather would take me along the neighborhood. It was a cul-de-sac. And we would just go door to door, do our thing. I wanted to get it over with because I wanted to eat candy. It was the one day where you could just eat candy and not feel bad about it, you know? Even your parents would eat the candy. And I also remember like the special Halloween event cartoons back in those days. And it was just, for those reasons, a special day. But the actual act of trick-or-treating, I could take it or leave it, honestly. And I don't think... I kind of stopped trick-or-treating when I was, maybe, if I had to guess, 11, maybe. I don't know if that's considered a young age to stop or just about right. But I was not like a super huge fan of it. Nowadays, Halloween is not my favorite holiday, but I do appreciate it for what it is now. And, you know, the spooky stuff. It's pretty cool. I'm just kind of making some noise on my keyboard. I think it sounds pretty nice. Hopefully it's very relaxing for you. I haven't really been to very many Halloween parties, per se. But I remember one. I can't even remember what I dressed up as, but this was a few good years after I trick-or-treated for the last time. I guess the good thing about a Halloween party is that you don't have to feel so awkward because everyone else is dressed up too. I think the odd thing is now, I think I appreciate Halloween more as as an adult than when I was a kid. Now it's just kind of this fun day. And I may not go trick-or-treating, but I think candy is still an option, right? Of course, problem with candy is that it will, no doubt, send you to the dentist. I like a lot of candy, but now, these days, I try my best to avoid certain ones because of what it does to your teeth. There's this one type of candy called dots. And oh boy, they just kind of stick on your teeth, right up in your gums. It's actually been a while since I've been to the dentist. I really should go. As far as scary movies go, I'm not really a huge fan. It's weird though because video games are different for me. I guess maybe it's because in a video game, even if it is scary, there's still like an element of control. Even in a game like Dead by Daylight, if you're good enough, you can find your way out of situations that are dangerous. And as of recording this video, my most recent Dead by Daylight video has received quite a lot of views, a lot of attention, which is good. So, I do want to thank everyone who's watched it, all my subscribers, and even if you're there's actually a part there that has nothing but Halloween items. It's like a small part of the entire store. It's actually a little bit scary. Because stores like those, they tend to have these animatronics that kind of come to life when you step near them. And so, every time you go there, something is bound to activate. I don't like sudden noises, sudden jump scares. It's like when you walk in that part of the store, you feel like maybe something is close. Something is watching. Probably an employee waiting to jump out and scare you. But I remember always going into that part of the store, and it was a huge departure from the Christmas section. You have joy and peace and happiness in the Christmas section, which is most of the store, but then you have this Halloween section where there's masks with blood, skeletons, and all sorts of things that give you nightmares. But fortunately, I survived. None of the ghosts got me, so that's a good thing. Yeah. I also remember going to a theme park, and they had a Halloween type of event, and we would go on this train that would go throughout the park, and every now and then you'd have some type of person dressed up as a monster creep up as you're on the train. I believe there was someone who had like a chainsaw or something, which I understand it's for, the time of year. It's supposed to be scary. I don't like the idea of someone carrying a chainsaw, even if it is for the sake of theatrics. It's like, surely there must be some type of safety law against that. I can't say that I've ever really been in a haunted house, but I don't know if I would like it that much. I can handle some things, but certain things, not so much. Again, like the sudden loud noises, I can't do those. Oddly though, I'm okay with fireworks, because I guess I expect them to be loud. But in a haunted house type of attraction, you honestly don't know what you're gonna get. I can imagine someone dressed up as a clown with a prop knife chasing after me, and me just running and running and running. I mean, it might be fun. Another common thing that you see on Halloween is like corn mazes, which I think those are probably fun. I used to go to like a farm area where they had so many pumpkins hard to believe that pumpkins can get to that size. But I guess if you let them grow enough, they will. I guess one thing that would be fun is to carve a pumpkin, hollow it out, and put a candle inside to create a jack-o'-lantern. I actually do have a pumpkin on my back porch, so to speak. But it's not carved. Is so rough. Do you hear that? The reason why you're getting such crackly sounds is because my fingers are like very scaly. Weather's getting colder here, and so my skin is starting to dry up like nothing else. I guess it makes for some good ASMR sounds, so I won't complain too much about that. Alright, everyone. I'm winding down. I hope you have a happy Halloween if you celebrate. And if not, I still hope that you have a great night and plenty of fun. Thank you all for your support as always, and I'll see you in another ASMR video. Good night.